Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back with Automation Empire. I've made a small tweak to the claw train setup since you were last here in order to hopefully get a little bit more throughput, and you'll see it in effect now. It's working perfectly unless I'm very much mistaken. Now, it doesn't always get a full load. There's still some input issues going on, but basically by allowing the output here to store twice as much, it means that there is far less waiting around for resources to come in, so the lads can load stuff up a little bit quicker, and we're away. Of course, the downside is that if they pick up the wrong crates, then that's unhelpful. But in the most part, it does actually, it makes quite a good difference here. And in fact, look, there you go, look at that. And then when the next train comes in, as it will do momentarily, we'll reload here. And for some reason, it doesn't always skip as you would expect. But then I think I've only got a loose grasp on how the skipping system works anyway, so that's to be expected. But it is kicking things along quite nicely. There we go, look, that's another one done. Go on, off your toddle there, chumsy. Let's have a quick look at how we're actually doing on the scoreboard here. 3,180 is our current 3-month record, and I imagine we're not really going to beat that until I add a couple more truck stops in. I think production is probably at the right level, but exporting is not quite there. And also, we do waste a lot of time with drones flitting between jobs, and that means that I either haven't got enough trucks coming in, possible, or that I just haven't got enough drones to dedicate to one job at a time. See, it'd be great to have 6 drones waiting here to get cracking on the next load up. But that's okay. It is largely sort of working. I reconfigured the pickups over here to work. To try and work so that every claw picks up simultaneously. Nothing doing. It always needs to edge forwards just a little bit. And again, that's either my configuration of it or it's just the way that it works. Either way, it's pretty quick, and it certainly gets the job done in time to make the drop-off going on there. Now, the filling train here, this is the last thing we'll look at before we get to work on whatever's next. The filling train here works pretty well, so we've got a little bit of excess track there to try and fill some of the extra cars up, but fundamentally we come back with a, I guess that's a 3/4 filled train each time, and then we'll hoover up as we pass under the right nozzle, as it were. But these guys are staying topped up, and we've got a constant backlog of stuff ready to go. So even if I speed up the claw train, we'll still be producing enough here for that to count. I think coal has possibly got a little bit of option to go further. Anyway, today, more. So where we're heading for is the unlock claw track truck loader, which is easy for anyone to say. But we've got to get to 4,000 kilos in order to make that happen. We can do that. That's doable. We've finished everything else that we need to do. And I think we might be able to get to 4,000 kilos simply by adding a second trucking route, because we're packed out here now in terms of actual drop-off points. We can't squeeze any more on there. And unfortunately, you can't have them just on both sides of the road. Like that. See, it's not interested. Doesn't want to play that game. I think what we might do to start with, though, is if I put one here. Right, now, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to hedge a bet that it probably won't. Also, there is no way you can put a junction. Or is there? I don't think there is. I think this is reserved land. It's ancient Indian burial ground there. So yeah, that's not going to fly. So we'll instead have to start a fresh tunnel system, and that's fine. We'll squeak it in as close to the other one as possible, and then off we trot. So we'll go all the way across, because obviously every tunnel system needs its own entrance and exit, unless I'm wrong. But I have tried previously to run a path that has junctions in some fashion, and trucks seem to be quite reluctant to actually make use of those junctions. So be it. Right, okay, we'll stick... Have we got room? Yeah. One there, and one here, and one there. We'll basically we'll double up the lot. Now, I haven't got anything like the amount of drones required to make this work, but I do have enough resources, I think, to get most of the way there. So we'll double up on coal and we'll double up on iron, and we'll see where that gets us. I think until I start putting a heck of a lot more drones in service, that we're just going to stagger to get any further. So we'll immediately put another drone bay in operation. Because, well, in fact, we'll go for more than one drone bay. We'll go 1, 2, and another one. Can I squeeze one in here? Not so much. No. All right. Well, I'll park it on the end then. Yeah, right about that. Okay, cool. So I can now double up my number of drones. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are. Get to work, you clowns. Right, clowns are now ready to work, and this should easily push us over the top of the 4,000 mark, providing they don't spend all day colliding with one another, which, I mean, let's face it, is quite possible. But as soon as we've got that new piece of tech, then we can create auto-loading drone facilities, truck loading with claw train facilities type deal, which is going to be significantly more efficient than using the drones. And I think what I'll probably go for is loading both of the iron ore trucks here, and see how that gets us. But even with I mean, look at them. They all now shovel back over. They go, oh, we've got coal to do. They kind of go, oh, there's no more iron. You can't just dedicate them to one job, unless I'm very much mistaken. No, you can't dedicate them to one job. And you kind of go, also, would it kill you to just work on one truck at a time, you bunch of loonies? And yeah, it possibly would do. Right, how are we keeping up with resource production here? We're not getting any through here, and that was because that was being blocked. You'll find if you get a blockage in any one area, the whole conveyor belt ceases to function. Now that's down to how I've got the conveyor belt operating. The simpler way to work it is a less efficient fashion, where instead of going 2 to 3 as I'm doing here, you go 1 to 1 between boxes and furnaces. And we are getting a bit of a log jam of them trying to get out the door. If I were to move the whole shebang back, they'd have a bit more manoeuvring space. But frankly, this is only going to be a temporary problem. I plan on replacing all of these clowns with claw trains as soon as possible, because claw trains don't care. They will just quite merrily bundle it where it needs to get to, and providing you've got enough resources being manufactured, they'll get the job done. Oh, I'm looking forward to selling all these drones, at least in the short term. We'll probably need some more later on, but for now, that'll be absolutely grand. Where's me train load of iron here? I'm still loading up. Okay, cool. Now, how are we getting on? How's that actually percolating? 3.6 is the current record. We're at almost 3,000, and we're at the first marker. So I think we've done it. I think we're about there. It's just a case now of wait and see. So I'm going to wait and see, and I'll let you know when we're out the other side. Okay, almost there to the end of the quarter, well, the end of the month, I should say, and we're just about going to make it. We should go, yeah, we are just over 4,000 kilos. Beautiful work. I think that we'll record a 4080, yeah, and then we're out of the month about now. Anytime you like. There we go. So 4080 is our new record, but that is enough to unlock the magic here. And I just need enough research bucks. Oh, okay, go and get some research bucks on the go. Of course, this extra output also helps me in the sense of... thank you. There you go. That's very generous. Lovely job. Right. Also helps in the case of actually, why can't I unlock it? I've done 25 of that. I've got 4,000 of this. I've got 150,000 of those. What's your problem? I've got to unlock this first. Oh, what a drag. Oh, that's poor. Okay, well, oh, what a disappointment for a girl. Okay, well, fair enough. Which means that I also need to start using iron ore for my research projects. So I'm going to need a third, and I mean, there's no harm in having extra research monkeys on the go here. So I'm using the word monkey again. Yeah, well, yeah, apparently you like doing that. Apparently I do. Right, so we need to get a refined iron whatnot, a research hamper on the go. Okay, now I might take a convoluted way of doing this, you know. I might. There is just the slightest chance that I grab the iron ore from down there on a claw train and whiz it up here purely for the purposes of researching off it. Now that is not efficient at all. Okay, let's not mix our words here. That is not an efficient way to do this job, but it is a way to do the job, and therefore, why not? Just wondering if there's any way that I can. Well, if you get your raw resources in here, you've got enough space for another furnace to do the job here. Yes, and then what? And then just minecart it out of here instead. So you're going to want to minecart down from up there, because otherwise I'll be messing with what is quite a clean layout of this bit. I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to mess with a clean layout because it's compact and it gets the job done. I mean, it's maybe not as efficient as it could be, but I'm not that bothered about it being as efficient as it could be. I'm more bothered about it just, get a job done there, Chief. So, in the meantime, I'm going to spend some money on increasing the efficiency, so we'll have a bit more drone speed, and we'll reduce the truck interval a smidge. Anything else we can do for that? We can move the claw train a bit faster for 50 large. Okay, yeah, we will do. Yeah, there's some general all-round upgrades going on there. Right, okay, so if I'm going to make myself a... oh, hold on, you've broken this. Why have you got a crate boxed up at the end? Why do you do that occasionally? Just do that. There you go. Right. And keep rolling. Now, I mean, the tank was full, so that's hardly the end of the world, but even so, just play the game there, people. Right, unload station at the end. Yes. What are you going to do about that? Well, that's likely to be problematic, isn't it? Yeah, it's more than likely to be problematic. You can do an up and over, but you're then going to have to thread your way in. Trust me, I'll make it work. And it will look quite dramatic as a result. I'm not necessarily certain that dramatic is what we're after here. Alright, let's put 2 of those on there. Let's get another fuel tank up. Now this is, for those of you who have been going, oh, he's actually starting to play in a slightly more efficient fashion. You'll be pleased to hear. Yeah, not anymore. Now if I put that there, is it going to share resources between the two? I don't think it will, because it shouldn't... you need a transfer pipe to make that happen. Right, so we need the out, which is this one. Yeah. I think you've got big problems ahead of you here, but then, if you didn't have big problems, where would you find the fun? Huh? It's all about finding the fun. Okay, so that's that bit sorted, in which case you then want to mine track out that way in order to go make your delivery. Yes. But now you've still got to do all this furnacing behaviour. And you know what might have been easier? What, is to go and do it at the other end where you're actually going to mine the stuff in the first place? Yes, that. Yeah, I know it may have been easier, but again, I don't think this is going to work at all. But, no one ever went bust by doing things poorly. No, there you go, it's not going to work. Right, okay, you're going to have to go and build another shed down the other end. Alright, fine. Pity. Yeah, I know. Because I've still got space in here. Yeah, but you can use that for something that's actually going to make you some money, so just leave it alone. Right. Here we go. Down to the other iron reserve. Although there is some on the other island, I suppose. So, or the other side of this isolated area that we're in. But if we do one of those... Yeah. Okay, good. Well done. Is that it? You finished? Not entirely finished, no. These are ins, so we can just whap one of those straight on there. You can't. All right, we'll whap one of those right next to that, and then bung a transo pipe in the middle. Apparently that should work. I don't think it will. I think that you need a transo pipe in order to get anything to talk to one another. So transo pipe and then a cratey maker. Is that really what you want? Yeah, because you've got to use crates to get it into a furnace. Okay, and that's got to be inside. Okay. All right, good. Well, in which case you don't need that there, because you're going to need one inside. So, you know, sort it out. You're going to need a muscle cart here. 1 times muscle cart. Yeah, right. With a dollopy pipe on the top of that like that. Ah, shame. I mean, that's okay. You just built one bit too many. There you go. Dollopy pipe. Dollopy pipe. Right. Okay, smashing. As you can see, we're only planning to use 1 minecart on here. There's no sense doing any more than that. This is an area we have not yet decreed is ready for full use. Is that going to be big enough? That's easily going to be big enough. Right. Is the door going to be in the right place? Kind of, but no. Kind of, but no is the wrong answer. I would have accepted kind of, but yes. Well, tough. All right, well, can we wiggle it through the door? No, you can't wiggle it through that door. Can we wiggle it through the other? No, you can't do that either. Oh, what an inconvenience. Okay, can we do anything at all? No, you can't. Fine. Get demolished. Yep. Right, let's try that again, but this time better. Out here. Okay, go. Bung it in there. That's it. Right. Fling a door on it. Is the door in the right place? This time, for some reason, yes. I don't understand why that is. Doesn't really. No, hold on. Still in the wrong place. Well, that's a relief, because that way it's not my fault. It's the game's fault. And as long as it's not my fault, I'm happy. So that's fine. Right. Okay. So grabbing that using the import humpy whatnot. The import humpy whatnot. I mean, what are you talking about? It doesn't really matter, does it? Grab this chap here. Plumb it on the end of that. Plumb it on. Going to need to go one further. All right. Okay. Fine. Right. El Boxerino here, up to there. Pipey sucker thing. Yeah, good. Like that. Bit of track. Like this. Yeah, good. Right, smashing. I'll even put a minecart in service right now, because it's not like that's costing me anything to run. And there we go. So it'll load up at one end, it'll drop off at the other end. I don't even need very much of it. A modest amount will be absolutely fine. The only thing I probably want to take into consideration is leaving enough time, is making sure, that words, that you're doing something that is optimal. All right, okay. So if I were to run that out to about there, stick the throw it away slider at the end of it there, stick a hoover on this bit here, stick the hoover on a small container there. That way we'll build up something of a backlog. The only downside you've got from that, of course, is that you only have a finite amount of cart filling room. Yeah, what if I were to... Can I... Yeah, no, that's not going to cut it. Okay, right. Well, this is going to be a spew it back out pipe. My warehouse isn't quite fat enough. You could do a bit of that. I don't know which one I'm going to use, you see, so I've put both in for the moment, and then we'll see what we get. You could... Oh, hold on, this is zany. I'm not sure Zany's going to go over well with the viewers. All right, well, look, that's 2 carts worth. Possibly even 3. Yeah, all right, that'll probably do the trick. Yeah, I mean, it's not graceful, but this whole thing that you're about to finish construction on is not graceful. You are going to get barbecued in the comments from people going like, Okay, I give up on you, man. You clearly have no interest in doing this even remotely properly. Okay, well, I'm doing it properly. You know, I'm getting the research done. I'm making a bit of cash. Which part of that is not properly? Well, for starters, I haven't seen you use a spreadsheet once to optimally calculate anything. To which I'll say, no, you probably haven't, because I'm not using one. Right, spending 10 grand on whizzing it up there. We will undoubtedly form a backlog there, but that's why we've got a tank. Really, is this the best way to do this? Probably not, but whatever. Yes, wang it across the road. Oh, look at it though. Look, this is going to add a level of interest and intrigue into proceedings here that few other entities would be able to compete with. It's got a level of bizarrity that people are just going to go, I don't know, what have you got some kind of deep-seated personality defect that makes you do this kind of thing? So to say like, no, I'm carefree. That's what it is. All right, get it round over there. So let's at least line it up with something. Let's line it up with about that. Right, put the sucker on the end of that. Do you need to suck it directly, or is there a... No, sucking it directly will do the job. So slap it on that. Yep. Right, and then wagons roll out to go connect up with it, to it, past it, and so forth. So we're only running 2, possibly 3. Well, which is it? Is it 2 or possibly 3? It could be either. It might be both. Right, okay, well that's quite the journey for a little minecart to be making, and therefore it's all going to be super duper, and everyone's going to be happy. Did that connect, or did I goof? You goofed. Not for the first time, and I doubt it'll be for the last. Right, one of those, one of these, one of those, 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 connecto. One of these, and one of those. And another one of these. Connecto. Pronto. Right, let's just make sure this is doing something remotely similar to what I'm expecting of it, and then we'll stick the main train into operation. I'm over 500,000 in me buck balance now. That's nice. There we go. There's one. Suck that up, turn it into a crate, bring it back here, suck it up some more, wang it in the tube. Pipe, storage, bunker, hopper deal thing. Yeah, nope, you couldn't be bothered with that one. Alright, good times. Yeah, you've got the wrong kind of pipe. Alright, you don't want the wrong kind of pipe. Put the right kind of pipe on there, that will help. No, yes. Alright, whiz it, suck it. Thank you. Good. Tell this one to be gone. There you are. Go on. Get gone. Right, okay, that should now operate. Sometimes the only way you can get the right tube is to get the wrong tube first. But at least you know to look out for the wrong tube. And I swear, there is something about that gets me every time. It's just the wrong way. I know it's even got arrows on here telling you which way it's going. But by the time you've placed it, it's too late for that. You've either got it right already or you've got it wrong. Yeah. In my case, frequently, you know what the score is. Right, okay, so we'll try a 3. It would be super if you were to go the other way. Come back. Right, okay, how's that look? Where'd it go? No, come back. Wait. I don't know why it changed its mind there. Did I accidentally click it or something? Let's have a look. 1, 2. Okay, the third one is superfluous. That's a pity. Okay, well, if I were to remove one now, I'd probably remove the 4 one, right? Yep. Oh well, that's fixed it for the future. This is not moving at what one might call high speed. It's moving at a speed slightly lower than that, but frankly, it's worth it for the views created over the highway we've got going on there. And we only need 25 of these to be done in order to unlock the necessary in order to bypass quite a lot of the drone action. There we go. Brilliant. Yeah, you could have fit 3 at this end, but you won't fit 3 at the other end. But that's enough to get this running anyway. Look, it's got 2 loads of thing on there. That's something. And you know what else? I'm going to claim all my research points and see if I can't make my minecarts a bit faster. How much is that? 150 grand? do me a favour. I think drone speed is quicker than that, but we're going to put drones out of business fairly soon. So, which do you want? Well, claw train speed. Yeah, but it's only of limited use at the moment. Should you just save your money for a rainy day? Well, you can't afford to upgrade your minecarts anyway, but yes, I think minecart speed is probably the best thing to spend your cash on. Right, you're now waiting, but we have done 2 batches of iron ore research, which is tremendous. Where is the tiny little minecart? Oh, here it is. There you go. So it's going to trundle down here. Oh, we've got something closer to a full load this time. Have some of that. Get some of this. And turn it around. How much have we got this time? 6 of 8. In fact, what I've done here inadvertently is actually chosen the completely appropriate number of minecarts. Because obviously, if this can only hold 8 in total, then why would I want any more than 8? I know. Answers on a postcard. Anyway, I'm in Colonel Failure, and that's your lot for today. What's the most scenic thing we can look at? All of it. It's all scenic. We can watch the drones clowning around. In fact, look at this for a view. That's all lovely, isn't it? There we go. Stick it there. No, the framing's not quite on. That looks like framing. Yeah, there you go. That's some action. There. Right, there you go. Enjoy the action. I've been Colonel Failure. Subscribe to keep up with the series. Whee! Minecarts. Took me by surprise. And I'll be back soon with another one where chaos will reign once more. And I invite you to be a part of it. Yeah, there you go. If you can be bothered, fling a like at this video. If you can't, don't feel obliged to. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.